Oh, sorry. Hey, Capricorn people, or people with Capricorn placements. So I got a message. Um, I heard if you know, you know. So this is about knowing something exists but being unable to find it. Um, excuse me. Um, this could be something that you're looking for, and you know you got it, but it ain't where you left it, and it's missing. Okay, but for a lot of people, I feel like it's something um, like intuitive, right? Um, let me just keep going. Go with what you know to be true, right? So, how can I put this? Let's say you got the gift of clairvoyance, right? And you heard a message, and because you're unable to give somebody tangible proof of that message, then they just like giving you a hard time, or um, trying to say it don't exist, or trying to say it ain't true. Okay, so it's like that. And then I put, we know that God exists, but you don't see him walking around in plain sight. Okay. And then I heard seeing it coming. So it's definitely, it's some of y'all have a vision or some type of different type of gifts that you can't explain. You know what you know. Spirits say, they kept saying that if you know, then you know. And if you don't, then you don't. They put that there. Okay, so um, somebody's not needing to concern themselves with proving yourself to someone, or constantly trying to give a new perspective that is, that's not being received. If you know, then you know. Okay. If people aren't believing in what you have to say, stop saying it to them. Say it to someone who knows. And then they say it again. If you know, then you know. Um, it's like someone giving you a hard time or not believing in you because you don't have tangible proof. The Lord knows how to show proof, so don't worry yourself. Okay? Somebody's going to get proof um, of what you said. And a lot of the times people won't believe that you who you say you are until the Lord show them anyway. So you might as well just let a motherfucker do what they gonna do. So, but then I saw a red light that never changed. So it's like constantly trying to get people to see things from your point of view so that they can stop giving you a hard time about it. But these people are like set in their ways and not trying to hear it, because as far as they are concerned, they know it all. Um, this person is also a part of your delayed process, which is the red light. The more you try to reason with this person, the more it delays you. Be willing to sacrifice people like that in order to further your progress. And when I say sacrifice, I mean just cut them out your life. Sacrifice the fact that they have, of them being in your life, period. Because you got to do what you got to do. So I have to make that clear, because I don't want nobody thinking I mean nothing else. As long as you believe in you, that's all that matters. So it gave me Queen of Swords energy, because that's she who knows. It's like trying to tell somebody something, but they don't believe in you, and then later on they bite them in the ass type thing. And then Five of Wands, it gave me that because it's like differences of opinion, or people opposing to things that you got to say, or things that you know to be true, but you might not have the tangible proof to show. And then Five of Swords is you fighting and trying to defend your position with the high priestess, and you don't need to worry about that. You can just move silently and do what the Lord told you to do. And I feel like everything else will fall into place. Because it's like if you tell somebody, like let's just say you gifted, right? And you tell somebody, um, don't walk on that side of the street today. Walk across the street, right? Because something, I just feel it in my gut. Something ain't right. And a person like, oh, whatever, I walk on this street. I've been walking on this side of the street for the last 10, 20 years. And then a car come by and strike their ass, right? So then if they would have listened to you and crossed the street, then they wouldn't be in a position. Lord forbid that happens to anybody, but I'm just giving an example. So the point is that you don't have to worry about proving yourself to people, because the Lord will show up and show them for you. So you got to keep on moving away from whoever's delaying you, whoever's forcing you to, trying to tell you that you're not who you say you are, trying to tell you who you are. Okay, so let's see. God, universe, angels, spirit guides, and ancestors, please give us some clear and concise messages for the Capricorn people. What messages do we have for Capricorn? People with the Capricorn placements. Only energy of high vibration, high frequency, and high white light is welcome, spirit. No energy of low vibration, low frequency, or negativity is welcome, and I ask that you rebuke it in the name of you. Amen. Amen. Capricorn. Keep on pushing. Keep on pushing. That's for somebody. That's what you got to keep going to leave motherfuckers behind, because your truth is your truth, right? And you got to, foundations and achievements, you got to stand firm in that. And it does bring possibly some mental conflict depending on who this person is to you. Okay, so there's new beginnings here. There's the 0 in that card. This is starting fresh. Oh, man. Look, let me get my book out. Are these set up by color? Yes, they are. I just gotta go to the back. The chakra cards. The sacral chakra, orange. The sound is bam. The element is water. The glands, the testicles, and the ovaries. Keyword, I want. Known as the sacral chakra. The second chakra is located 2 fingers below your navel and relates to your emotions, desires, creativities, and sexuality. To keep the chakra balanced and the energy flowing, try dancing, moving your hips and lower abdomen. Use color meditation and practice yoga. Express your sexuality and nurture yourself. And remember, you do matter. And that's all it got to say. So that's about emotions, desires, creativities, and sexuality. And then the Ace of Swords will triumph and success. I just heard it scan. Well, somebody could be standing in their truth in more ways than once, but this more ways than one. I mean, but this is definitely about being true to what you know, right? What your intuition told you, what your whatever your gift or whatever you know to be true, whether you can prove it tangibly, whether people believe in you or not, whatever. Okay, so there's a new beginning happening for people when they're standing in their truth. Okay, whether that's with your sexuality, it's about your passions, your creativity. It's some type of force driving you, but the bottom has truth. I feel like this is something only you will know intuitively, because it's about if you know, you know. It's not like, oh, well, let me go find it so I can show you and I can prove it. It's not that. It's like if you know, you know. Capricorn. Fertility. It said that the gland for that is ovaries, and then we get fertility. Okay, so somebody definitely could be wanting to have a baby, or already about to have one, or had one. I feel like it's having, though. It wouldn't be already had, because then you wouldn't, I mean, you still could be fertile, but it wouldn't be about giving birth. Patience is the second card they gave me. Somebody needs to be, it's like being patient with yourself and being patient with the changes that are taking place within you, because something's growing here, something's expanding or sprouting or beginning. Something that beginning is growing. And then we got heartache and loss. Power, material and financial changes, and then your heart chakra. But in the spiritual strength and intuition. Yeah, because somebody wants you to choose. That's what it's about. Your heartache and loss, it could be about relationships for some of y'all, but I think this is really about your light and your gift and your ability to shine, and somebody giving you a hard time, but it's somebody you care about, like your parent or a family member, maybe somebody you've been with. Could be a love. And then we got emotional loss. It's somebody that you're going to have to let go of, and you know it, but you don't want to. So you try to keep getting them to see it from your perspective, or see things the way you see things. But if you know, you know. But I do feel like you keep hope out for this person. But I do feel like you're going to be, some people are emotionally withdrawn in solitude because they're feeling conflicted and defeated by some type of authority. That's why I feel like it's somebody that you look up to, somebody that you care about their opinion, somebody that you wanted to bring along on your journey, but you can't. So now you're in a position to try to listen to, make this person happy or do what the Lord told you to do. And we already know that ain't up for debate. Okay? I do feel like some type of harmony will be restored, but at this time, it's going to be a moving on energy. And choose wisely. Don't be here letting nobody make you dim your gifts so you can keep them in your life. Sometimes you got to sacrifice. Remember what we said in the meditation. Okay? Fertility. It's either you're going to sacrifice people or your gift. And if you got a calling, you got a calling. You can try to put it off, but I don't know how well that works. I do know how well that works. Actually, it don't work well at all. It brings a bunch of stagnated energy in. It's like when you got intuition telling you something, and then you got your free will. But then you follow your free will, and your free will just leads you to a place to see why you need to get back there and do what your intuition told you. So, I don't agree with free will. Fertility. Something about fertility for the Capricorn people. Yeah, somebody definitely could be pregnant with a child here. We got the Six of Cups with fertility or giving birth soon. But they're feeling left out. That's what it is about. Or if it's not about giving birth, it's about whether you're giving birth or you ain't. It's about feeling left out or abandoned because of some type of purpose or some type of adventure or some type of travel. It's a cycle being closed here, and it's a hurtful one because it's definitely to do with like foundation or like ways you was brought up. You see, she's sitting there with her grandma or her mama, but they sitting there with the baby, and this is like family. This is a family card. And you're feeling like an outcast, or you're feeling left out. But you got to keep it moving with the Eight of Wands energy. It's time for you. It's a new beginning being birthed here for you. Or something moving you, propelling you forward. It's giving, I'm going to give an example. It's like, it's giving like telling your, like having a religious family and they heavy in the church and you tell them you read tarot and everybody just try to disown you. It's like that. Or you telling your parents that you decided you wanted to be gay and then they decide they want to, it's like feeling like you're outcast all of a sudden from your own family. All because of new beginnings, because of things that you were birthed and things that are coming into fruition for you. But it's aligned with your truth. So it's either you turn your back on the truth to keep people, or you turn your back on people to keep your truth. It's a rock and a hard space. So that's why somebody's dealing with all this hurt. Because you wanted to see something grow. You wanted to see it expand, or you wanted to hold on to it. And now you're being forced to retreat or separate or depart is what I'm hearing. After all this time. But you thought this is something you thought about for a long time. You got to do what you got to do. You don't want to miss out on your destiny. Hey, First Lady. You don't want to miss out on your destiny trying to please people now, do you? No. So 8 of Wands, you got to keep it moving. King of Swords, 2 of Wands. See, the King of Swords is some type of authority too, but he more on like a spiritual side. He like wise counsel type of an authority. He know the facts. He act based upon them. So basically, that'll be you in this situation. Yeah, this is your family or somebody you care about. Yeah, you love them, but there's a calling on your life, so you got to do what you got to do. So that's when you put your feelings to the side and you just move on through. You heard about it, 9 of Wands, but you got to do what you got to do, 2 of Wands, making your choices, movements, and decisions. Patience. Something about patience. Something to change in the situation. You just got to give it time. Like I said in the meditation, you got to let the Lord show these people proof. Because you can talk to your face turn blue and they still won't listen. Then the Lord do some shit that was crazy and you try to tell them about, nobody knew but you. Then they like, well, they must be somebody. So that's just how I got to be a lot of time. It was like that even in the Bible. You be telling people, hey, the Lord sent me. No, he didn't. Like, it's just been like that forever. So, the Magician, the 4 of Pentacles, and the 7 of Wands. Some people are afraid, or I don't want to say afraid or scared or not sure that they're going to be okay by themselves. So they might be holding on to people or holding on to situations. But I feel like you will be okay by yourself. I feel like things will happen that may be like revelations or shocking or shit you didn't see coming. But I feel like it'll be all right. The 9 of Pentacles is down there stating that somebody's going to be just fine on themselves. I mean, just fine by themselves. This is about something growing, something expanding, with you having all the tools you need to manifest. You and you alone. So you got to stand up and defend something. You got to stand your ground in a situation that you possibly hold back because it's people you care about. And you don't want to hurt their feelings. Or you don't want to lose them. 4 of Pentacles. It definitely could be a parent. Or somebody's afraid they won't be looked at the same. It's a bunch of burdens that need to go down. And mental confliction. This anxiety. But the 4 of Pentacles, the more you hold back, the more that stagnates you. And then we got the Queen of Pentacles. So this could be a Capricorn woman. But it also could be like a mother figure that got that hold on you. Somebody you care so much about what they think about you. And logically, sometimes you do, especially in family situations. What's the Page of Cups? I feel like there go that Queen of Swords. You know what you know. If you know, then you know. You know what you're supposed to do. This is she who knows. And then the stars is there. And that's something you don't want to miss out on. And the stars in this card, too, even though you can't see intuitively, you can already feel. You already got the enlightenment. You already know what you're supposed to do. You already received the messages. I feel like it's in alignment with your soul and your heart as well with this Queen of Cups energy. But it's something that keeps you stagnated because you hold back. Again, I do feel like you got to be patient with yourself in the process, but you got to do what you got to do. At the end of the day, it's got to be, if you know, then you know, and I got to do what I got to do. Even if that means you got to take heartache and loss or some type of emotional loss along with it, you got to do what you got to do. Heartache and loss. Yep, you got to do what you got to do. It's definitely some type of heartbreak behind the situation. Because people are getting left behind. And it's not by choice, it's by force, because you want to take your gift and the people you love with you. But sometimes just, it's not a perfect world. Sometimes you just get forced to choose because people that you love don't agree with your gift, or they don't agree with how you live, and they don't agree with how you this and how you that. So they want to judge you instead of just loving you anyway. So then you get here to situations like this. So it hurts and you feel torn. But it's about your faith and what you being called to do, and some type of leap of faith that you take, and some type of gift. Six of Pentacles. That you got to take faith on. That you have to, it's something you got to do with a gift. Or it's something. It's something of that nature. And people around you are opposing. They don't see it the way you see it, and they give you a hard time. So, bye-bye. Unfortunately. But bye-bye. Two of Cups. For some of y'all, this could be a I don't want to say a love connection, but it could be a friendship, a love connection, something that you really want to work on with this Eight of Pentacles. Dang, some people had to sacrifice love. Not that that's more important than family, but shit, you cut your family out all the time to be with people. Because they be, all right, you know how it go. Motherfuckers get disrespectful, then you got to draw the line, and your family toxic and shit like that. Just shit like that happens. So, but on the bottom, we got Judgment. There's a decision between the Hierophant and the Ace of Cups. Some people definitely got to choose between spirituality and love, or their spiritual path and love, because the person you decided to love don't agree. But it's giving strictly gifts, like intuitiveness, a clairvoyance, clairaudience, something that people just, they're not aware of, so they don't agree. But that's why it's, if you know, then you know. I don't know. Queen of Swords. If you know, then you know. Emotional loss. Something's heartbreaking, though. Some people aren't aligned with your path and your truth, unfortunately. The King of Wands, Leo, Aries, Sagittarius, and then we got the Emperor down there, which is Aries. Six of Wands. Somebody's got to take charge of victory, of reward, recognition. Could be you, Capricorn, but even through some type of fear, anxiety, or a loss of people who are not aligned with truth, your truth at that, it becomes emotional loss. Why? Because now you got to sever ties, because it's about you staying in alignment with what you know to be true. Taking the leadership role on that. Tell me about this Ace of Swords reverse. If you know, you know. See, these people still need spiritual alignment. Spiritual ascension, spiritual information, spiritual development. And I do feel like they make you happy, though. That's why the Nine of Cups is here. And the fact that you got to ghost them or isolate yourself from them don't make you feel good, because you want to work together. You want to build with these people. But they're not aligned with your truth. So then what? It's either you stay aligned with your truth and let people go, or you unalign with your truth to hold on to people. And it just won't ever work that good for you if you do that. It just won't. You won't be in alignment. You'll be feeling worse than emotional loss. You'll be feeling completely fucking lost. Talking about the Knight of Swords. Yep, Four of Cups. This ain't something. If you know, you know. The Queen of Swords again. If you know, you know. This is not something you want to miss out on, because love will be there, shit. On the frequency that you on the path that you on. Shit, if people are meant to be there, they'll be there. But what you can't do is sabotage it. See, look at this right here. You can be sad. You can be disappointed. You can look back and have a moment about those people you have to let go. This is clarifying the Knight of Swords. But what you cannot do is sabotage your destiny. You just cannot do that, and you know it. If you know, then you know. This is she who knows, the Queen of Swords. You know it, that you cannot miss out on being in alignment for motherfuckers just because you care about them. It's because you love them, just because you want to hold on to them. And that's where shit gets fucked up, sad, emotional, all of that. King of Wands. This could be a fire sign that gives you a hard time. Could be an Aquarius. But this is somebody who try to take charge, get in the lead, thinking they know this and thinking they know that, but they don't. See, this is you receiving, this is like spiritual with the Ten of Cups. It's happy, but it's also spiritual. The intuition and the heart go hand in hand. So this is, you see, that's you walking away from the lies. See all those broken truths on the ground? They aces of swords, but they all cut in half. Time to walk is walking away from the lies to stand in the truth of whatever spiritual messages or spiritual knowledge or spiritual assignment you received. It'll be reasons to celebrate. I feel like this situation will become harmonious again. But it might not right now. Why? Because people are opposing. People disagree. People don't see it the way that you see it. But the problem with these people is they still live in some type of illusion. Whether they're oppressed or they just don't know. If you know, then you know. This is like a Knight of Wands energy. But they're trying to wear the shoes of a King of Wands. And maybe it's you that's had to be the leader. And this person don't like that you leading. But you, the stars is leading, not you. You just doing what you told. I don't know. It feels sad. The whole spread just feels sad. Because it's like you're forced to pick between what you love to do or who you love versus what you got to do because you was called or guided to do it. It doesn't make me feel happy at all. It doesn't make me feel sad to the point where I want to cry, but I'm sad, right? I ain't trying to hear it. I don't want to see it. I don't, you know, I'm going to chill in the crib. I'm going to give me some food and I'm going to go home. I'm going to watch some TV. Nah, I'm cool. I ain't trying to, no, I don't want to be bothered. Hey, Charlie. It's unfortunate, it is. I lost a few people along my journey. And some people... Hi, Charlotte. Look, some people I didn't want to lose. And some people I didn't see myself losing. But some people wasn't even a part of the plan to lose. But my spirit just started separating from motherfuckers. It's like my soul didn't align or resonate with them. Or people throw little... I went spiritual. And motherfuckers started throwing little slick shots at me. And then I realized... Alright, you gotta go. Because you ain't really a friend or a supporter. You just probably trying to stand around and see how it works out for me. Then next thing you know, people start doing what you do. But they be the same motherfuckers talking about you. And saying you're gonna go to hell. And you're calling you this and calling you that. But you can't worry about all that shit. You gotta do what you was told to do. At the end of the day, if you know, then you know. That's why that's the name of your reading. Because if you know, then you know. And you can't spend your life trying to explain to people who don't get it. Either the Lord gonna explain it to you, or you just gonna be lost. Because, baby, I got better things to do in my life. Shit, I talk to people who want to listen. I ain't got to talk to people who stress me out and who talk bad and want to judge. We ain't got time for it. Okay? So, but that's what I got for you, Capricorn people. Thank y'all so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and share. And I'll see y'all in the next video. Namaste. Be blessed.